Good Wednesday morning, good peoples. It is Bruce with Targeted Wealth Creation. I am here for actuals on Group D, led by Misty and SMCY. So you see my estimates on the left, right? We'll do the monthlies first, and we'll go down to the weeklies. So I'll uncover them as we go. 26.95 for Aptly. I had 29. All right, next one. So not a big surprise there. I had them drop down from 31, 65, 30, 30. They had a 28 because they did go down a little bit. So it was even lower. Basically, it was 27. I had 29. All right, next one is MZ. I had them a little more because they were up 2.44. Their sheet also, by the way, guys, I showed it. They had some decent money here. They had $2.92 at the time on the weekend from the Friday close in their synthetic. It hadn't been rolled, so that does not count, but kind of interesting nonetheless. So, all right, they didn't pay quite as much. Let's look at Disso. And Disso paid a lot less also. So there's three that I'm over on. Oh, and yield, people. Somebody asked me to do yield on current pricing. I had been doing the yield calculation on my on the weekend price. So I updated all the prices to be Tuesday night's close, right? So 7-1 close price is what these are based on. There is no 7-2 pricing yet, right? We're still an hour and a half from the market. These things have been out 30, 45 minutes or so. So 41.63, that yield is on this, what I have labeled as current price, just FYI. So XYZY, 80 cents. How do you think I did, people? What do you get? I'm going to have to. Oh, by the way, let me know if you guys want to do any lives. I'm finally getting a subscriber count big enough. I'm considering doing some different lives. So, not necessarily on these, but just let me know if you'd like to attend a live and what kind of topic. Do you need just help with portfolio? Do you want a free for all on questions? Do you want me to talk about something? So let me know in the comments. I learn on that. All right. Ooh, wow. I double that, baby. X, Y, X. And look at this. They were up. They didn't earn a lot of money, but they got a 38.6. Well, you know what? That's still a 55.89 on the yield that they did. Very interesting. All right. Is AIYY, does anybody really care? I'm sure somebody does, but I can't imagine it's too many. 16 cents. So I am 5 for 5, 5 overs. I need some unders. Well, let's take a look at Misty. I said I don't see them paying under $1. I don't think they're going to pay much over $1. They might pay, $1, $1.10, but they're not going to pay under $1. Well, how did I do with that? They paid $1.23.8, almost $1.29, 77.05. Good on you, Misty. We made some money, people. All right, SMCY. I have a feeling I'm low on SMCY. If they're going to pay that on Misty, Misty didn't show that it earned over $1 in its cash, but it did have some carryover cash, and you never know how they're going to do with that. All right, let's take a look at SMCY. I know a lot of you care about SMCY. I say 140 to 150. I know, second guess. 161. Good on you, SMCY. Congrats. I don't own it, but congrats to you guys that do. 101. That is the GOAT right now. All right. So let's cover YQQQ, right? The inverse on the triple Qs. I've got 26 cents. That helps. Now, I'll probably be spot on with the extra money there that I missed on those. All right, let's take a look. I won't keep you in suspense. This one, these inverses aren't widely held. 23.38, pretty close. All right, this one, winner. I had a hard time with it. I'm thinking now below $2. Maybe this is $1.60 to $1.80. But let's see. I mean, they were down. MSTY was down 3% from the previous period. They're down 7%, but they were 307 and 271. You know, they're a higher price fund. They're still up at 37. They started at 50. The previous month, they had been at 39. So let's see. Yeah. Well, not that far off, $1.85. So that did indicate that, you know, they were going to drop, but these are hard. Nobody's going to just nail this. I mean, if you nail one, you're going to miss 4 others. All right, guys, let's take a look at and keep it going. These weeklies are really tough. 1574, right? I had 19. I looked at this already. The next one I got killed on. There's typically one period, and it must be D. I forget week to week, that they only get like 5 to 7 cents. The other ones, they're up. These are their payments, right? Each one. But this isn't just Group Ds. This is everybody. So technically, this would be the last. Well, it looks like going 4 back would be the last Group D. So that part doesn't necessarily hold. But they paid a puny amount, people, 5.5 cents. That's not much. $18.99 versus YieldMax, right? All right, let's look at LFGY. I'm usually pretty close on LFGY. I got 49. I'll bet you I'm within 2 or 3 cents. 47. I'm rounding it to 47. So I was technically 3.31 off. 2.31. All right. Gapudi. I'm usually pretty close on Gapudi also. I had 32.9 and they had 31. Okay, you can see the yields on these guys. LFGY is one of the more popular. A lot of you guys tell me that. And their average inside of what they own on their, God, I went brain dead on IV, on the 30-day IV, because I don't have it under a label. This is what this is. I looked inside and they average 58.67 on their 30-day IV of what they own. And they're paying 60%, so good on them. All right, let's go through. These are really difficult to get consistently. I'm going to open them all, people. Well, it helps if you drag them all if you're going to open them, Bruce. All right, thank you. 1638, I had 18.5 for S Diddy. How about Q Diddy? I had 16.18. Paid 20, or sorry, I had 21, they paid 16. Oh, I finally got one. R Diddy, 23, they paid 23.60. The Ulti's not hard, but good on Ulti. If I go 095, they do 09. If I go 09, they do 095. I own some Ulti, so I'm happy when I err to the downside. Chippy, good on Chippy, 4 cents over. All right. What is my estimate? Well, that doesn't seem right. I must not be adding something here. I'm going I7 to J25. Okay. Case, oh, that's the problem. K7 through K25. That still doesn't work. What the heck is it not adding? I don't know. I'm not going to worry about it. Silly. All right, guys. So let me recap. People asked me to recap. Let's do it. All right. Aptly, 0.2695, almost 27 cents, and that's almost a 27% yield. AMSI, 59 cents, almost a 47% yield. DISO, 4163, 0.4163, 36 and a half yield. Okay, XYZY paid 43.98, call it 44 cents, almost a 56% yield. And AIYY limped in with 16 cents, but a 47.82 yield. And MSTY, $1.23, 1.2382, 7705 on its yield. SMCY, the GOAT this week, $1.61, 1.6102 for a 101.17. YQQQ, not many people own it, 23 cents, 21% yield. Winter, a nice $1.85, 1.855, 65% yield. Okay, quickly, YieldMax 1574, YMAG 5.5 cents, 0.0554. LFGY 0.4669. Kapudi 0.3182. S Diddy 1638, Q Diddy 1618, R Diddy 0.2361, Ulti 0.0952, and Chippy 0.4223, yielding 40%. Ulti, by the way, 79.97% yield. Call it 80, guys. 9.5 cents with an 80% yield. Okay, guys, that's why this is Bruce with Targeted Wealth Creation. Hope you enjoyed it. I'll be back with my MSTR, all the fun comparisons. I was waiting on Misty to get the actual number, and I'll plug it in and put that video as an update. So it's got all the MST, IMST, Misty. There's one or two others. Oh, MSII. And then we're waiting on Round Hill and we're waiting on Granite Yield Boost to have theirs roll out. But anyway, I do a detailed comparison with all those that I mentioned. Look for that. All right, guys, not financial advice. I'm not a financial advisor. Have a great day ahead. Bye for now.